Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss the problem B from the latest Codeforces round 667, problem name minimum product. So you are given four integers a, b, x and y, and a is greater than equal to x and b is greater than equal to y. Okay, so there are two numbers a and b, and there are another some numbers x and y, and a is greater than x and b is greater than equal to y. Okay, now what you can do the following operations not more than n times. Okay, now what you'll do, choose either a or b and decrease it by 1. However, as the result of this operation, value of a cannot become less than x and the value of b cannot become less than y. So this means that, let's assume that there is some threshold value which is x and like this is y. This is different, and also there is some value which is a and b. Now a is somewhat greater than or equal to x and b is some greater than equal to y. Now what you can do, in each step you can decrease a by 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, and again also can decrease b by 1 step, 2 step and 3 step. Now what you can do, you can keep on decreasing a, but you cannot go beyond this threshold. You can like reach at most this step. Either if you have like 1000 n and then like this difference is just 100, you cannot decrease this a by a lot of value. You just decrease it by this x amount. Okay, now same for this value b. Now what you can do, you can do these steps at no more than n times, and then you can keep on decreasing a and b such that it cannot become less than x and y respectively. Now your task is to find out the minimum possible product a into b after doing these operations n times, not more than n times, and you have to answer these t queries. Now the simple thing is, as you know that if you have two numbers a and b, now if you want to decrease the whole product, okay, now the main task can be, because I want to minimize this whole product, either I can minimize a to its extent or b to its extent, because the smaller the number, the smaller the product. So you can either decrease a to its extent or b to its extent, and then check that okay, what is the maximum or what is the minimum possible product we can get in both of these cases. So what's the like strategy can be, okay, first there is two numbers a and b. Okay, now what you can do, let's take this example only. What I can do here is, I will take b and I will take a and I will take, let's assume n. Now my first case can be, let's decrease a to its full extent using this n. There can be some cases in which let's assume that a can be 1000, very large number, and n can be like only 100. In that case, because I am decreasing a to its extent, I am not touching b. I will just decrease a by 100 and it will become like 900, and I will find out the maximum product. Else there can be case that a is equal to 1000 and also n is equal to 1000, so like I will decrease it to its extent. Okay, and now the other case can be like a is equal to 1000 and b is like, let's assume, equal to 2000. Now what you can do, because I am decreasing a to its extent, but a cannot go beyond this level, I can only decrease a by 1000, and now after doing also decreasing a by 1000, I have some n left. After doing this, n is left by 1000. Now I will use this 1000 to decrease b as much as possible. Maybe decrease, like maybe b can also becomes equal to y, or it can linger out in between, any of the cases, but you will take the rest of the n and try to decrease b as much as possible. And now that's the first case, and then the second case can be okay, let's take what you can do the same thing for b also, in which what you will do, you will try to decrease b as much as possible, and then the remaining n can be used to decrease a. That's the logic for this question. Now moved on to the code part to make it even more clear how the implementation is going on. So take the input of a, b, x, y and n, and I have two cases. I have to find out the minimum among both of these cases. This is the OK function, in which I have sent a, b, x, y and n and just reverse the case, which is b, a, y, x and n. So what does this mean? That the first number, the a and x, is the pair and b and y is the pair, and in this I have just reversed this. B and y is the pair and a and x is the pair, but the first pair is the one in which I will decrease, and the second pair is the one which I will decrease when the first pair get exhausted out. So that's what I've done, because I have to do both of the pairs. The first pair, I'm assuming that I am exhausting the first pair first and then the second pair. So that's why I've reversed these pairs. Now in this OK function, what will I do? I will first find out what is the minimum or what is the decrement I can do when I will take, because as you can see, it is told that A is greater than or equal to X and B is greater than or equal to Y. That's why you just find out difference, because A is always greater, so find out difference between A minus X and B minus Y. How much difference or how much decrement you can do in this first pair. So if you are just using n for the first pair, you have some cases. The cases can be, so let's assume that you can easily find out, like let's assume n is equal to 1000 and the difference between them is equal to 100. Now how much you can decrease? You can decrease about the minimum of this difference, and which is the n present, because which one is the smaller, you can only do how many steps, that many steps. So what you'll do, you will find out the minimum of d1, which is the difference between a and x, and n, and then you will subtract that amount from a, and also because you have used that much amount of n, subtract that amount from n. Now you have remaining some n. So what you'll do, you will again find out the minimum of d2, which is how much you can decrease in b, and n, the remaining n. That's the amount you can do. Now because you have taken this amount, so what you can do, you have like done this amount of steps in b, so subtract this amount in b and also in n. After doing this all these steps, I have find out the answer, which is product of a and 2b, and return a answer. You will do the same thing, because in this I have first taken the pair a and then I am taking the pair b, but because I have reversed it, then I will take the pair a, like b and then a. So that's the whole logic for the second question. I hope you understand the code as well as the logic. Still any doubts, please mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding. Bye.